Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time.
Alright, the new Witchwood expansion is out, and somewhat disappointingly, at least initially, I haven't gone through the quests yet, but it doesn't look like they're giving you the even and odd legendaries. They gave me a random legendary. I got the, Warlock guy, where he gives cards in your hand echo, or minions in your hand echo, whatever. But, yeah, I thought that I assumed they were going to give out the even and odd legendaries to try and entice people into building decks like that, even though the even one seems kind of poor. So, we're going to go into the arena and start a new run. There are all kinds of crazy new cards. And there's our first new card, Splitting Festeroot. Okay, here's the thing. He provides a tremendous amount of meat, but he just kind of dribbles it out in little tiny bits. He's a 4/4 for 8. Then his death rattle gives you 2/2/2s. So you're up to 8/8 worth of stats. And each of those 2/2s, when they die, give you 2/1/1s. So it's actually 12/12 for 8, and yet somehow way less effective. I know, it's probably actually good in the arena, but I'm still just taking Stonehill. In fact, I probably should have taken Blizzard. Still got the Cold Wraith in there. If an enemy's frozen, draw a card. There is a much better freezing card now, but I haven't seen a whole lot of freezing cards. Cinderstorm is just 3 mana for 5 damage randomly split among enemies. That's, righteous whatever bullshit costs a paladin, 6 to do 8 damage split? This costs half as much and does 5. It's pretty sweet. I mean, it is less for the card. I'm not saying that's unreasonable. The nerfed Corridor Creeper, who's only a 2/5 now. I mean, in constructed decks, maybe you can get about that. 2/5 is just such a huge nerf. I don't know whether or not it's warranted. I don't play enough constructed, but not impressed. Berserker is super good as a mage. Flame Geyser also very good, though, because it kills things. Which, even as a mage, still valuable. Elemental. Let's take the Berserker. I'm sure I have minions. Of course, they're probably going to be way more minions. Okay, the Spell Shifter. So this guy's a 1/4 for 2 with +1 spell damage. Already just, fantastically better than crappy, Noel, guy. So he's got +1 spell damage and 4 hit points for 2 mana. Now, each turn he's in your hand, he swaps his attack and health. So half the time he's a 4/1, half the time he's a 1/4. It gets locked in when you play him. Either way, he's got +1 spell damage. I don't know. I'm taking him anyway. Not only, the Gastropod's fine, but that's some tough spell damage for cheap. Okay, Polymorph Fireball, pretty strong. It puts those up against Leyline Manipulator. He's a 4/5 for 4, already good. If you're holding any cards that didn't start in your deck, reduce their cost by 2, and he's an elemental. That's a really strong power, but this is the arena. I can't count on what I'm going to get. I'm going to take the Fireball. Sorry, dude. The Archaeologist draws a secret from your deck. Now, I have to have secrets, of which I currently have none. He has the same problem, but he's, not really as awesome. So, we'll take the Archaeologist. Okay, I actually have a fair amount of things that kill things. I've got a fair amount of spells. Okay, no, I don't. I have, 2 spells. Never mind. So, I've got a fair amount of minions, and it feels like a decent amount of killing. Frostbolt's really good, but I think I better take the Blizzard. I already passed on 1. Gotta make sure I've got that area damage, and it's the area freeze, obviously. Venomancer is expensive. Snapjaw is a lot better. Arcane Explosion looks good, though, especially if I can get it with my Spell Shifter, dude. Swamp Leech is new. 2/1 Lifesteal for 1. I think some people were getting overly excited about it, which is silly. But honestly, as far as 1 cost, for minions go, it's really good. It's still just a 1 cost minion. And it's a beast. Lifesteal. This is actually kind of a strong card, but it's not of any interest to me here. Deathspeaker is super good. I mean, Deathspeaker him once he's enraged. That'd be pretty funny. Kill something and have him not die. But I think I should probably take the Ghastly Conjurer. More spells, more defense. You get another Cinderstorm. Gilnean Royal Guard. Divine. So 3/8 for 8 with Divine Shield and Rush. Okay, Rush they've decided they don't like charge anymore because it's too effective. Rush is basically just like, what's this charged dinosaur guy? Rush is, the minion can attack right away, but it can only attack minions on that first turn. Now, this has the advantage that it's not a battle cry for the drawback, like it just works. So if you summon this through some other means, if you recruit this, it's a 3/8, with all those recruit mechanics that come in. If you recruit this, it just comes in as a 3/8 rush with Divine Shield. But this is another one of those guys that flips its attack and health each turn, so it can also be an 8/3 Divine Shield rush. If you really need to kill a large minion, or if you think that it can survive with its Divine Shield long enough to actually attack your opponent, because remember, it still can't attack. Rush doesn't give it the ability to attack players, only minions. Chain Gang, very good. I think I better take the Cinderstorm. This is crazy. I can't wrap my head around how good or bad it is. I'm sure it's good in the arena. That's going to give me a lot more choices. So this dude's just a 2/1 for 3. He adds 2 random 1-cost minions to your hand, so you're going to get their battle cries and stuff, but If you got 2 Cinderstorms, I'm sure you can have too many Cinderstorms. On the other hand, it seems pretty solid for killing things. I have no late game stuff, though. Maybe I want the Royal Guard? I mean, it'll kill a big minion. Or it'll kill a small minion immediately and then stick around because it's tough. I'd rather have a Cinderstorm. Cinderstorm will just do 5 damage to your opponent if there are no minions alive. So, it is solid. Okay, I didn't take the Elemental guy earlier. Do I have any Elementals? No. Of course not. Yeah, so he's great, but probably not going to work out. We'll just take the Arcane Intellect. Given up on Elementals already 1/3 of the way in. I need to have secrets for the Arcanologist, at least one. Duramol is a piece of crap. Giant Wasp is very good, but I think we're going to take the Counterspell just because make that secret tech work. Rotten Applebaum is a 4/5 taunt for 5, and when he dies, he restores 4 health to your hero. Like, that's pretty good, like, tankiness for the arena. But I think I have a bunch of other defense, and you know what the best defense is? Flame Strike. Flame Strike is the best defense. Okay, Marstrake here is a 5/4 dragon for 3. His battlecry gives your opponent a 2/1 poisonous minion. 2/1 poisonous. So, I mean, if you have like a rush-based strategy, he could support that. Obviously, if I have 6 mana, I cast the Marstrake, and then I could Cinderstorm, it'll probably get rid of it. Or just for 5 mana, I could play him and then shoot the thing, but if I'm literally spending 5 mana, then I'm getting a 5/4 for 5, and it's crap, right? So that's the problem. It's hard to come up with a scenario where you have to really reliably kill that 2/1, because it's 2/1 poisonous, and you don't want that out there. Just kill him. But how do you have a reliable enough way to do that to justify him being just kind of 1 mana cheaper than a good 5/4 for 4? Crawler, don't care. We'll take the Scarlet Crusader, it's fine. Fight things. Phantom Militia, which is golden because I actually, in one of my few packs that I had, just free ones, I got a golden Phantom Militia. He's a 2/4 taunt Echo, which is pretty interesting. So Echo, if you haven't seen the new stuff yet, Echo means that in the turn when you first cast this card, you can cast it any number of times, as long as you have mana. So, if I could play him just turn 3, just drop a 2/4 taunt. If I have 6 mana, I could play him, and then play him again. Like, when you play him, it's going to put like a phantom copy in my hand. I can just play him again. So I'd get 2 2/4 taunts for 6 mana. Which, if that was exactly it, that's not great, but with the flexibility that you can still play him and get an okay guy for 3, that's pretty good. And if I had 9 mana, I could get 3 of them, which is pretty spiffy. So that's competing with Water Elemental, who is pretty strong, and Frostbolt. I feel like it's not necessarily possible to have too many spells. I've got a whole bunch of spells and a whole bunch of defensive guys, which is a mix that I like. I'd rather have Echo. Well, we're going to take him because he's newer, basically. I'm not sure if he's better than the Water Elemental. Water Elemental's really annoying. This is pretty flexible, though. A lot of defense. Okay, so we can get a Fire Plume Phoenix, which is meat and shoots things, even though I've decided not to go for elemental tech. I still like that, or another Blizzard. I'd have 2 Blizzards and a Flame Strike. I don't have any Frost Bolts yet for all the things I have. It's all Cinder Storms, which is not targeted, so it can totally miss. If your opponent has a bunch of hit points with the minions out, it's actually not that great. Even though it seems fairly efficient. I don't know. Let's just take the Blizzard anyway. More power. Dragon's Fury, I don't think we're going to go quite that far. Reveal a spell from your deck, deal damage equal to its cost equal to all minions. Yes, I know that's not a new card. I'm just reading it because I don't deal with it very often. But I don't know about that. Because that hurts my own minions. These ones don't. And I might get some cheaper spells later, too. So I could get another Ghastly Conjurer, or I could get the Lone Champion, who is a little bit cheaper taunt. My deck is like all defensive, like taunt stuff, pretty much. He's just a 2/4 nothing if you have any other minions. But if he's alone, he's 2/4 taunt Divine Shield, which is pretty good. Ghastly Conjurer would be more spells. I haven't got anything that really benefits from casting a lot of spells, but I feel like I might. I'm going to take that, even though it's a little expensive. Okay, at this point, I would, again, have more Arcanologists than doesn't seem ingenious. If the Basilisk is another way to potentially kill things. Let's take the Water Elementals. Water Elementals are good. Corridor Creeper, even though I have all these Cinder Storms, I don't think I can rely on that. Argent Champion Commander seems kind of old school. He does serve the purpose of killing minions and also killing the other player, though, whereas I really don't have that. But the Cinder Storms, I have 4 of them, which is pretty annoying for my opponent, I'm sure. Or maybe they're not useful somehow and it'll be annoying for me. I need more kill, I think. I'm going to take him. Ooh, Vexcrow. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random 2-cost minion. That could be cool. It is a little bit, like, fragile. Or I could take the Violet Worm because it's big, and I don't have anything much this big. This could be pretty good kill, too. Because it's a 7/7 for 8, and then if you pop it, it fills my board with 1/1s, which is not the ultimate. It's not terrible. I think you can make a pretty good argument that this is stronger than just an 8/8 for 8. That's for damn sure. A little bit less on the front end, a lot more on the... This is just a 1/1 for 2. When it dies, it gives all your minions a permanent +1 attack, but who cares? The Vexcrow is cool, and I have lots of spells, so I could use that to... Oh, it is summon a random 2-cost minion, not just, like, in your hand. I was thinking in my hand for some reason. I don't know. That's still kind of a late-game play, if you want to play him and be able to play a spell the same turn, so you don't get shafted. And he's fragile. I'm going to take the Violet Worm. I have so much kill, I want to back it up. Again, with the secrets and stuff, we're just going to take another Stonehill Defender. The Stonehill Defenders, later in the game, you can try and prioritize something that actually has a decent attack, even though it's a taunt minion. So the Walnut Sprite is just a 3/3 Echo for 3, which... I would say, normally I would definitely... Well, okay, I shouldn't say definitely. I feel like the Fire Plume Phoenix is normally better, but I have so much damage-dealing stuff in here, I think the Walnut Sprite might help me in the kill department, so I'm actually going to take that. Also is new. So Book of Specters, 2 mana, draw 3 cards, and then you discard any of those cards that are spells. This helps me 0. The Arcane Keysmith discovers a secret. 2/2 for 4. He discovers a secret and plays it immediately for free. So, really, it's like 1 mana, discover a secret, and get a 2/2. If you think about it, because that's what you're paying in addition to the cost of the secret itself. If it was putting the 1 mana, discover a secret and put it in your hand. It's just kind of in a different arrangement, but that's just another way of thinking of whether he's good or not, which obviously he is. Steam Scherzer is great, but I've actually passed up all the elementals. Okay, I got him, but I passed up so many elementals. Even though he's quite good, he's not going to help me at all. So we'll take the Keysmith. That's also new. could get another water elemental. The Frost Rider, I don't think that's going to be... I mean, I'm going to have... A lot of my minions are just taunt and stuff, but I don't need that kind of aggression, exactly. Fire Plume Phoenix does come in and shoot something, which is pretty valuable, but let's take another water elemental, because why not? Okay, here's a choice. So I could get a late game card. It's still not strong enough for that, but get the Sorcerer's Apprentice, which would make my spells cheaper, and it's a 3/2 for 2, which is friggin' solid. We all know the Sorcerer's Apprentice is good. I have a fair amount of spells, and making them cheaper would be good. I've got 2 of these guys. If I have the Apprentice out, or enough mana to cast the Apprentice in the same turn, I can drop the Mirror Image for free. So another Cinderstorm would be pretty good, but let's take the Apprentice. More versatility as opposed to taking more of the same things. This is not the row I want. I guess we're taking the Raging Worgen, because Mage bonus. If I was not a Mage, I would not be happy with that row at all. The Curio Collector is a 4/4 for 5. Whenever you draw a card, gain +1/+1. So, he is a 4/4 for 5 that gets bigger the longer he stays on the table. I don't have a lot of stuff to manipulate that to increase it. But my other choices are terrible drawback and 2/3 nothing. So, let's take him, whatever he's new. Okay, I got another chance to Vex Crow, but it's up against a Spell Shifter, which, with all the spell damage I have, super good. Or the Mirror Entity, which is obviously amazing. I only have the Arcanologist that cares about secrets, and I only have 1 secret for her. This would dramatically increase... I mean, this generates a secret, but doesn't care about secrets, particularly. Oh, Mirror Entity is really good. Vexgrove seems pretty good. I could get a lot of minions out of that. But he's a lot cheaper than that, and I can play him and do +1 damage Cinderstorm, or more importantly, I can play him, like on 8 mana turn, I can play him in Blizzard for 3. Or I could 9 mana, play him and Flame Strike for 5. Which is pretty friggin' sweet. Said I don't actually have a ridiculous amount of spell damage. Like, I've got a good amount for the arena, but not absurd. I think I'm probably not him. The Vex Crow do have enough spells, because I'm also getting spells from the Ghastly Conjurers and stuff like that. Mirror Entity is probably better, but let's take the Vex Crow as interesting. And more more Cinderstorm. Just all the Cinderstorm. I'd rather have... I don't know if I would rather have that. Would I rather have 4 Flame Strikes? Probably, but But I'd be more likely to die before getting to use them, even though they'd be amazing. Okay, well, this is going to be different. I'm going to run into all the new crazy stuff. I've got a couple of Echo guys. I've got Cinderstorm. Opponent. And okay. Well, if she's dependent on bubbles, she might not like all the Cinderstorms. Okay, you are not starting in material. The rest of you, I think, can stay. I think it's not that expensive. I could pitch the Water Elemental Fry for cheaper, but I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to keep this way. I don't have that much that's cheaper than 3, so how much difference is it making? I don't know. Squelch. Oh, good, she makes my coin cheaper. Ooh, Ghastly Conjurer. Do I coin her out? If I coin her out and she doesn't die, I can cast this next turn. That's pretty mean. I should probably save this coin, but let's go aggressive on it. With 2 4s in my hand, I'm pretty sure I should have saved the coin. But it's a paladin. Like, they're a little bit less likely to just kill this on turn 1. 2, I guess. Okay, you've got a dude. I'm not going to waste my thing. I'm just going to shoot him. That is totally good trade for me. I didn't notice any cards in this set that benefit from having a lot of minions die. I mean, I guess you should just have the nerfed Carrion Worm, but or Carrion Collar Worm, whatever. I'll deal with it. Yeah. it's still, it's just a 2/5.
Should I?
Like, that was a really hard nerf. Okay, so you play that, not attack yet. That's going to be annoying later, I'm confident. But for now, I'm going to beat on you and deploy the fleet. I don't think you want to hit him for one. So you going to play something that spawns multiple minions right now, or what? Him with +1/+1 is very, very solid play. Some would say annoying. There we are. There's all the crud. Now they're not very Cinderstormy either. I could double Cinderstorm. Opponent has 9 hit points worth of minions. I could do 10 points of damage, a bunch of which would hit her directly. Or I could play this. I could drop the mirror image for free, but then I wouldn't be killing any of that crud. The mirror image would not stop that much. He hits that and he can go, but yeah. Okay. I think we're going to do 3 damage to him first, because that increases the chances of things working out. And we're going to go Cinderstorm. Okay, so I don't have to use the other Cinderstorm. I could just shoot him and then attack before. But if I do this, then I'm counting on this to kill him. But it's a pretty good chance. Yeah, okay. Let's do beatings. She can take out my guys pretty easily, but I mean, if she has to sword one, that actually hurts her a lot at her current state. This is more aggressive than I planned to be, but okay. You're like, no more of those spells. Ah, you jerk. You're healing yourself. And he's 5/5 now. Ow. Freeze my guy. It's not very nice. Well, your sword's gone, though. That's good. So, yeah, play this and then play the mirror image for a total of 5. Then I don't get the mirror image off the Vex Crow. But on the other hand, it might keep him alive, which would be funny. Let's try and do that. I'm sure I'll draw more spells, although most of them will be too expensive. The Vex Crow is just giving me 2/2s, though. It's not like the ultimate power in the universe. With my opponent at 16, if the Worgen could survive, it would be awesome. If you can't kill through my taunts, I can just Blizzard and probably win the game from it. You not killing the Worgen? You are not killing the Worgen. Okay. Oh, you got a 2/3 for 1 with no drawback. Bonus for you. Yeah, bonus for me. Not sure leaving the 2/1 alive is a great plan, but on the other hand, opponent's at 6. I've got him as a backup. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty solid. I can drop 2 copies of him, which is not that impressive. The Crusader, also not that impressive. Him, bless her, is not actually going to kill that. Damn. I'm 1 mana short to be able to charge, shoot, and then hit for 2. He only does 4. Alright. Excuse me. Excuse me. And I don't have any of my millions of taunts, somehow. So I think we better keep him as an ace in the hole. Yeah, that Nesting Rock is actually just gonna suck, though. Nestings suck. you're gonna die anyway. So, as much as I hate to do that... I'm not sure that was the right move, but I'm running out of time. I'm kind of hoping to play him for 3 in a couple turns. Although really, with the opponent at 6, if she doesn't drop any more taunts, I can just hit her for 4, shoot her, and then next turn shoot her. That's the plan. This is just a distraction. Set everything to 3-3. Okay. That's annoying and taunt, which is what I didn't want to see. Oh. Well, I could fireball him and shoot him for 1, or I could just fireball the paladin. So, let's do that. I just had to say it that way to make you think that I was making one of my trademark mistakes. But no. Well, we'll take that win. Well, it's a pretty slow start. They had some annoying stuff, though, and they were trying to come back despite their lack of hit points. So yeah, we'll see what I can do in the new Witchwood expansion next time.
If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.